Yeah, but if you're the Blazers and you're keeping Dame, you want to be in the playoffs, man. Blazers. Dame's back with Nurkic and Simmons to go along with the recent additions of Jeremy Grant, Josh Hart, Justice Winslow, Gary Payton, and draft pick Shaedon Sharpe. How do you see the Blazers doing this year? What's their ceiling? What's their floor?
Okay, leave Winslow out of there. Okay.
Hey man, Justice Winslow.
No.
I'm not selling all my stock because I'm in the red so hard already.
No.
I'm already in the red.
Trust me.
Why am I going to sell?
You should have come to Memphis.
I know, but I was already in the red when he was in Memphis. I kept it through Miami.
There were 4 lawsuits.
I should have sold like in 2019. That's what I should have done.
There were 4 lawsuits that the Grizzlies had to schedule out of court for him hitting people in the head with air balls. That son of a bitch can't throw it in the ocean. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, let's leave Winslow on it. Minus Winslow.
All right.
Ceiling for the for the Blazers. Can they make the playoffs?
Here we go. Will they be better than Golden State? No. Clippers? No. Lakers? No. Phoenix? No. Dallas? No. Memphis? No. New Orleans? No. Denver? No. Minnesota? No. That's what I'd say. This is me just off the cuff, okay? So they're in a class, in my opinion, with Sacramento.
Oof.
No, I don't say that. Ooh.
Oh.
I think Sacramento is not going to be crap.
Yeah, but if you're the Blazers and you're keeping Dame, you want to be in the playoffs, man.
They have 0 chance of being top 6.
I agree.
Okay.
Play-in. So they're in the play-in bubble then.
And probably playing on the road. And with Damian Lillard, you got a real puncher's chance no matter what game. In a one-off game, I'd want him on my team. I think they'll be in the play-in.
So their ceiling, in other words, you're saying their ceiling is they win the play-in, whether they're the 7 or the 10 seed. They win the play-in, they get into the playoffs, and they lose in the first round. That's the Blazers' ceiling for the 22.
No, I think they're fighting
season.
Sacramento for like 9 or 10.
Okay, so that's the ceiling. What's the floor for this team then? To answer Daniel's question, is it like
no? I mean,
third worst in the West like they were last year?
No, they're not worse. Look, I mean, being worse than Sacramento is as far as they would go. Because they're not going to be worse than San Antonio or Oklahoma City or Utah
or Houston. Maybe.
No way.
What if Jalen Green gets better and he's averaging 25?
No.
Why not?
That's disrespectful.
No?
That's disrespectful to Damian Lillard. Come on.
What if Dame isn't the same guy? What if after his abdomen injury, he doesn't come back and he's not the same old Damian Lillard? What if he's closer to the guy we saw last year when he wasn't anywhere as close?
Well, Jalen Green
to me, that
hasn't contributed to winning one time.
Yeah, I know, but like that has to be factored in. We're like they're looking back. What about looking forward? What if?
Please give me the Houston. Hey, you know what? Give me the Houston starting lineup, please. I'm begging you. Please.
All right.
Please.
Let's pull out Houston starting lineup.
I'm begging you.
Boban. I'm just kidding. Boban's not starting. Alperen Şengün, Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, and then maybe it's Eason or Tate or Porter. Number of different guys you could throw in there. What if Şengün takes a leap? What if Green is averaging 26 points per game?
You just added up about 4 years of NBA experience between all those guys. Come on. This is one of the best players in the league, Kevin.
I know. I understand. I'm just saying,
don't.
What's the floor? The floor is...
I just told you!
Chris, the floor is if Dame's not the same guy. That's what I'm saying. The floor is if Dame's not the same. What is wrong with saying that?
All right, let's make a bet then.
I don't want to make a bet. I'm not betting on Dame
Portland will be at least 10 games better than Houston.
I'm not betting on Dame not being good. I think Dame's going to come. Everything I've heard is that injury was legitimate, and that the expectation is he'll come back and be the same old Damian Lillard that we saw prior to last season. That's what I'm expecting to happen. But if you're projecting ahead for what their worst case scenario is, it involves Damian Lillard not being the same guy. That's
and
all.
I like Gary Payton, and I like
and they got
I
Gary
like Josh
Trent,
Hart. You know what?
I like Portland's roster. They finally added the types of players that they didn't have. It's like we talked about
I
last
like
week.
Simmons. Yeah, they don't have.
But last week we talked about this in regards to the Mitchell Garland fit in Cleveland. They have Mobley and Allen and Okoro, the types of pieces that Dame and CJ never had. Now Dame and Simons have Grant, Nasir Little getting better, Josh Hart. Like they have some Gary Payton. They have the types of guys you want.
I know, and I'm going to correct this. The margin is going to be so thin between those teams because it's all going to be right within a couple games of each other.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, then there's what I'll say. I do not believe they'll be in the top 6, no matter. A couple of those teams that I mentioned are clearly not going to be as good. Last year, the Lakers were out of the playoffs, for God's sakes. For the first 30 games of the season, we're talking about where should New Orleans look, and they ended up playing in the play-in and then getting to play against the Phoenix Suns and showing well against the Phoenix Suns. So stuff's going to happen.
New Orleans could be a top 4, top 5 seed. I'd go that far with
that. But stuff's going to happen throughout the year, okay? They're not going to be in the top 6, but I do think Portland will be between 7 and
10. The West is loaded.
I would say their ceiling is 7 or 8, and their floor is 11. There's my final answer. Final answer.
Yeah, I'm right on with you. Yeah,
ceiling
11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, ceiling 7 or 8, floor 11.